you ever compare yourself to others that you forget who you truly are? It was a foggy morning, the kind where you barely can see the approaching line outside the ferry window. The speaker come to life with an announcement. Attention all passengers, we are now arriving to our final destination. Mommy, what did they say? My 4-year-old son's voice bubbled with anticipation, hardly able to sit still in his seat next to me. In a minute, we are going to arrive to our new home. My little boy squeezed my hand while we stay looking and sweet coming near to us. We look at each other, and I could see excitement in Hans' beautiful eyes. A wave of gratitude washed over me. It was a really champagne moment in our life. We were to start a brand new life, he and I. There was a time when I believed that I could not deserve a time like this. There was a time that I always was comparing myself to others, leading to doubts about myself and my worth. I vividly remember the day when it all started. It was at the schoolyard. I was 11 years old, a little girl with curly hair, big brown eyes, full of energy and enthusiasm. That day I was so excited because I had a big dream. I dreamt that when I was grown up, I will be visiting London. And I told my classmate my dream. And I was expecting them to share me. But no. Instead, they were what I call the firefighters. You know, the type of people that when you come and share something that excites you, that truly ignites your passion, they like, shh, extinguish all the fire within you. And then they started to laugh at me, and they started bullying me. Sadness filled the space between my breath. And shame, a blanket of shame covered me. I heard voices telling that I wasn't good enough, that I was less worthy than others. And you know what? I started to believe them. So I stopped telling my classmates about my dreams. I kept more and more to myself, and I was becoming a lone wolf. And even in my adult life, I kept, for myself, I was doing everything I could not to feel inadequate. It was a cold day in Sweden. I was looking out of the window, watching the snow falling down. The trees was like wearing white fluffy hats, and the road was covered with a soft blanket of snow. The house was quieter than usual, so quiet that I could hear a pin drop. In that silence, a deep loneliness and emptiness engulfed me. And in that moment, a question whispered my head, clear and haunting. Mamma mia, is this all what life has to offer? In 2018, everything changed for me. I was so tired of chasing the next opportunity, running after the next promotion and money, hoping that will make me happy. And then I decided that, okay, I think that I need some help to figure out why my own approach wasn't working. So I decided that I was worthy enough to invest in myself, and I hired a coach. Oh boy, he was so tough on me. But he was talking to me in a kind way, an understanding way, and he said, hey, if you continue to running after success the way you have learned, you will keep up empty on the inside, no matter what you have achieved in life. So then I decided that I needed to make a change, because I didn't know who I was. And I understood that in order to welcome something new into my life, I needed to make a change. So I needed to disrupt my old way of thinking. I needed to disrupt my old beliefs. I needed to disrupt my pattern, my old pattern, especially my habit of comparing myself to others, because that was how I was creating my own misery. So I decided that I was ready to pay whatever price I needed to pay in order to find out who I was beyond my name and my physical form. My coach told me, Alicia, we all see the world from different frames. You can get people seeing the world this way, or maybe this way, or maybe this way. The important is that we respect our own frame. Because if we compare all the time with others, we will lose sight of our own path. When I decided that, okay, I need to do something, and I found the value-based work of Richard Barrett, the founder of the Values Center. And for the first time in my life, I started to understand who I was, what energized me, what inspired me, and what I didn't want to have in my life. So learning about values taught me the importance of aligning my goals with what truly matters to me, with my passions. And it's why 8 years ago, I quit my corporate job to start to follow my heart, to help people create a life that feels good on the inside, to change the world one person at a time, starting with me. So what is values? According to the principle of the value center, values describe our personal motivations that determine how we live and how we feel. For example, it can be family, it can be personal growth, financial stability, freedom, belonging, creativity. And one thing that we need to have in mind is that sometimes our values can come in conflict to each other. For instance, if you take belonging and creativity, we may hesitate to express our creativity because of fear of not be liked or not be accepted. So how do we find out what truly matters to us? There are many ways of doing that. So I want to share with you one easy way to start your value living-based journey. But you know what? I think that we do this here and now because I don't want only you to know this information. I want you to experience that. But let me first explain what we are going to do, and then I will invite you later on to follow me. So this exercise, we need to be in a very calm or relaxed state of mind. And one of the best and fastest way to do that is to do a mindful yawning. And also stretching our body in a very enjoyable way. I invite you to follow me. So I would like you to close your eyes and maintain your eyes closed until I tell you. Close your eyes. Then I would like you to do a mindful yawning. Even if you need to pretend. Move your body from side to side. Continue to have the eyes closed. And then stretch your hands and arms. I want you to ask yourself a question. And the question is, what is my deepest, innermost value? And I want you to pay attention to the first word that comes to you. Repeat it in your head many times. And notice how you feel. Now you can open your eyes. If you continue to do this exercise for a few days, you will start to discover your values, what you truly matter to you. And by discovering our values, what truly matters to us, and embracing it, it brings joy. Yeah, it's about being authentic and being open to learn from others or to understand others, because it deepens our life. It gives depth to our life. When we discover our values, something amazing happens. We are more focused, more inspired. We will be better at making decisions and better at setting healthy boundaries. So I invite you to go home and do this yawning exercise every morning for a few weeks and start to asking your question, what is my deepest, innermost values? And whatever words comes to you, ask yourself what this means to me. Am I living in according to this value? And if not, what can I do to start living according to that? I believe authenticity is the disruption to achieve joy. So I encourage you to make it your best friend and let your values be your trusty GPS, keeping you on track, but be always open to new roads. My wish for you is that today mark a new beginning of something incredible in your life. Be your true self. Authenticity isn't about fitting in. It's about shining your light in your unique way. Embrace it and radiate it to others. Thank you.